Well, welcome into Officer Dawn and DeAnn's Backstage Pass. Super excited to have Ryan Hurd with us. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. We're happy to be talking to you guys today. I've already been up since 4 a.m. dealing with our new baby. So it's this is like a mid morning hang. It's awesome.
Well, you said mornings are coming earlier these days. I guess that's what you meant, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been cool. Obviously, we wish we could be on the road touring, and we miss our people and our bands and the fans and all that stuff. But it's been really fun to be home and learn how to be a dad. And yeah, we're enjoying that part of it.
So when you guys hit the road with a new baby, you had to have a plan, right? So I'm just curious, do you just got a special bus, or how do you rig that up?
Well, Maren's bus has like a crib and a white noise machine and
Yeah.
all this. So we were ready to do it. But now that I've done it for, he's 3.5 months old now. So I've done it for 3.5 months. We would have been able to do it, and we have a lot of help on the road too. But I can't. I'm like, man, that would have been wild having an infant on a tour bus. It's a pretty wild place for adults. I can't imagine what it's like for a child. So.
You know, Ryan, I was thinking about Maren and you and how life has definitely changed for all of us through COVID. But my goodness, I would think this would be just an awesome blessing for you guys right now to hit. It's kind of like maternity leave extended for everybody, right?
Yeah, it's that part of it is really cool. We've both enjoyed being able to be home and not miss anything, like, because that's part of, I think, being a parent is there's some days and some moments that you're just not going to see because, people travel for work. It's just what people do. So being able to be here, that is the biggest blessing of not being able to be on the road. The hard part for Maren, though, is like when you're pregnant, you're basically quarantined, right? Because you just have to take it easy. So as soon as she had a baby, everything shut down. So her life's been different for over a year now. When she's just ready to get back on the road. I'm ready to get back on the road. I have more stuff to do. I like to, you can play golf. I've been playing golf. But other than that, it's sort of like we're just at home hanging out, watching TV and playing with a kid.
Get it, completely relate about like, what do we do now? All right, speaking of kids, there was a little bit of controversy with the picture Maren put out with the baby on the float. Where do we go from here? I mean, it's just something we're all proud. I think back, oh my gosh, thank goodness we didn't have social media when mine were infants,
Right. We got a lot of life jacket warriors out there, don't we?
Yeah.
I grew up on this lake in Michigan, and my family's been there since 1974. And we literally had, like, right next to our dock, a little float, and we put this kid on the float and there's people who are like, babies can die in 1 inch of water. And it's like, man, well, I'll put a life jacket on them next time we find a puddle. But it is funny. It's like you take a moment, just like a 5-second moment, to take a photograph with, this kid and her mom and his mom. And, I think people are just looking for a reason to kind of tear somebody down sometimes. And I usually don't need to say anything. Maren can take care of herself. But sometimes it's nice for her to know that I'm looking. And so that's why I said something about it. And, it's just sad. I think it ruined the experience for everybody else that, we were never going to post photos of our child, maybe just the first 1 or 2. But then after that, we were going to be pretty private about it. But it seemed to be giving people a lot of joy to see this kid, kind of grow over the first 2 or 3 months of his life. And I think that experience, it's not going to be the last time that somebody says something rude about, Maren or, her parenting or whatever else. She seems to attract a lot of negativity sometimes, just because of, I think, being in her spot in country music as a woman. There's always going to be people who try to detract from that. But, it was kind of time to take them down anyway. And so now, we're just going to go back to the original plan of just kind of being a little more private with that. Because for us as a family, we want him to be able to like make his own decisions about like what is, you know, out there of him picture wise. And that's not going to be totally under his, like all like his control, but it was just time to pull it back a little bit anyway. And if it's not fun for Maren to put a picture out there anymore, then it's, you know, that was time. It's sad though. It's sad that people feel like they need to weigh in on something that truly wasn't dangerous in any way, especially with like 5 people standing around, you know, within like 3.
Yeah, and it's a, as you said, it's a 2-second pick, and it's just crazy. You know what? I say just keep sharing it, because we all want to know. I mean, it's all part of it. Everybody,
Sure.
everybody wants to see you guys having joy, and let the haters hate, I guess. But yeah, you'll figure it
It's
out.
funny though, because you got a lot of people who are telling me like what like life jacket laws are in the state of Michigan. It's like, well, we weren't on a vessel that was moving, so technically we weren't doing anything illegal. I don't know. It's funny to, man, I didn't even realize it was going on, because I have kind of taken this time to not pay attention as much to, you know, what's going on Instagram and Twitter. But when she got that upset about it, it was like, okay, something needs to be said here. So it's all okay, man. We're moving on, and we really do appreciate our fans, and we love doing what we do, and we love sharing our lives. And you know, it's okay to keep a couple things to yourself, and we've always been really good at that. And you know, I'm sure people will see Hayes all the time, but for us it was like, all right, time to be a little more discreet about his life.
Well, personally, I like the matching swimsuit, so be sure to
Yeah,
it's adorable.
I was telling her every little boy dreams of matching with his mom, right?
That's right.
They look great, don't they? I mean, he's a sharp little dude. He's got some cool hair, and he's like just starting to smile back, and he's starting to like learn how to play with like all the stuff over his head, and
Right.
It's been really cool. My brother just had a baby, and like 4 months before Hayes came, and so we've been learning, like, well, I've never really been around kids, and so it's kind of fun to be like, when do they like hold their head up, and when do they smile, and when do they start doing this? And he's starting to kind of do that stuff. So I feel like there's just more of a connection now than there has been at any point in this whole process.
Are you changing diapers? I have to know.
I've already changed 2 today.
You go. I'm
Yeah.
impressed, Ryan Hurd.
That's easy. That's like immediate gratification. That's like, there's a problem and it is solved. So I don't mind that one bit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about music a little bit. So what do we have to look forward to coming? You guys do a lot of writing since you're at home? Is it and a lot of planning? What's up?
I've been doing some writing. Maren's, I think, starting to gear toward writing that 3rd album. But for me, I've been writing a lot, kind of like this on the computer. And, you know, I've been picking my spot. I don't do it a whole lot because I've been writing less anyway, just because I've been a touring artist the last 3 years. So for me, like, writing has been such a joy the less I've done it. Like, I think that, like, when you're a staff songwriter in Nashville, you're grinding so hard, and it's fun because it's 100% creative. But I've found the last 3 years that, like, writing less for me means like writing better songs. And I truly have enjoyed getting to do both things. I've had a lot of people record my music in the last year. That's been really fun. Like, having that, I wrote that song for Diplo and Morgan Wallen called Heartless, and that's really fun. And I wrote the new song for Kane Brown with Kane and Shy Carter called Worldwide Beautiful. And that was just such a spectacular songwriting experience for me, as just writing with these guys who have so much to say about just their experience, not only in country music, but in their own life. And it was powerful. And now, like, getting to like release EOM EP was so fun. Just all these like B-sides and alternate versions of things. Like, it's been cool to be creative in this moment where, like, I can't come visit you, right, and play a show, but I can do all those little things that I always was like, oh man, I've always wanted to do something like this. Well, now's the time to do that thing that you're like, I kind of want to do this, but don't know how it works. So that part of the creative thing has been so fun.
Well, Every Other Memory, current single, is out. Maren sings background vocals on that. We're loving that, Ryan, and we love being able to catch up with you. Our official backstage pass with you, Ryan Hurd. Well, keep writing those songs, buddy, and enjoy your time at the lake. That's what I have to say. We're all lake lovers.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys having me on today. Hope you're hanging in there. And all of our fans there, thank you so much for listening, and really, really appreciate just the support for this song. It's one that I really do love and I'm proud of, and I'm loving like all these stations that are playing it. It's a dream come true every single time.
Thank you, Ryan Hurd. Officer Donna DeAnn's Backstage Pass. We love you, buddy. Take care.
Thank you.